Hello? The music is loud in the headphones, but hopefully shouldn't be too loud on the stream. Here, let me switch. Full camera. Hello. Shouldn't be picking that up at all now. Hi. There we go, this camera, not this one. Hi, everybody. It's been a long time. I was busy moving, had a work travel trip, all sorts of stuff, and a completely new office studio space. And my GameCube died. It just bit the dust. So this just happened to coincide with the restock of the GCLoader by Dan Kuntz, I want to say, maybe? Citrus 3000 PSI. He's over at Pixel FX. I do believe Dan's the first name. I just don't know about the last name. So anyway, that was restocked, and then that led me to buying a new fan and an SD extender mount and the whole deal. And so it's turned into a whole project. And so we're going to, let me switch this over. Let's turn that. You let me know if the music, you can hear the music, can't hear the music, I don't know. Whatever it might be. Let's hit the live button. If I click this, perfect. Then I get my pop-out chat and see stuff. Everything should be good. Let me bring this down a smidge. But yeah, I'm hanging out tonight. I'm gonna take this. So this is my original North American GameCube, and this is the one with the disk drive problem. I bought it to put in the Spice Orange and mod this Japanese one to just play games, since while I do have a small Japanese GameCube collection, I'm not really playing a ton of it. So I kind of just thought best of both worlds, a physical capable one, and I can play the Japanese ones on this through the Action Replay, and then have a complete digital library as well here. But turns out this one's disk drive is just toast after the move. Wasn't loading any disk for any particular reason, so now the disk drive is going to go with this GameCube, but I still want it to be the Spice Orange. I bought this Shine SD mount from Laser Bear Industries, and I think it looks better with the orange than it does the black. So we're going to do quite a few things tonight. We're going to do a full shell swap, switch the outsides of these GameCubes. So the Japanese will become the black GameCube, and the North American will become the Spice Orange. I upgraded the fan in this already, so we're going to take the fan from this one and put it in the Japanese one. And we're going to take the better fan that I just bought with the matching 3D printed mount that actually has a Pico boot bracket as well. Not that I have a Pico boot. And then it's got this low speed chip, like a regulator, I guess. I don't know. So to help it run at a quieter, lower speed, but still cool the device well enough to run. So we're going to do all that, and then obviously install the GCLoader, which I haven't even taken out yet. So the GCLoader is an ODE, an optical drive emulator. So it just pretends to be the disk drive. And that's what I plan on doing this evening. Just hanging out, disk driving it up. In the time since it's come out, because I was gone actually when it showed up, was reports that this new revision is having trouble with newer SanDisk memory cards. This is an older one. This is actually what I was using inside of, oh my gosh, what is this thing called? Oh man, I forget what these are called. They go in the serial port down below on the GameCube, and I was using that with it. I don't think I need to use it with the GCLoader, but I have it. Anyway, because of these SanDisk issues, I went out to Best Buy today and bought a Samsung microSD card as a backup, should it fail, not really work. So we'll see how that goes. I've got instructions here. I've got the stream here. Wanted to change the music. I whipped this up right before. Not that I can actually hear it all that well, actually. Because I don't know how I bring the volume down. Hopefully you enjoy the music. I'm not going to work with the headphones on. I do have a little bit of coffee, but I'm putting that way over there. Keep it away from the electronics. So anyway, let's get to work. This is the mem card GC Pro. Recently finally showed up, so my entire memory card system's all backed up digitally here now as well. So really kind of building the ultimate GameCube, and my understanding is with the GCLoader, it identifies what game is loaded and then just pulls up that correct memory card. So that's actually going to be a really huge quality of life improvement with this memory card, because it makes life a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and take off the other Game Boy player. I've got both Game Boy players. I'll just put that down there. Let's flip these cubes over and let's take off the Spice Orange one here. That's a good spot. It's the biggest flathead I've got. I used to keep a nickel by my CRT to undo these screws back in the day. Not that I was popping the Game Boy player off all that much. So there you go, one Game Boy player down. Take off our serial port. Oh, I know what that's called. It's SP to SD. Oh, a little fuzz there. SP to SD, that is what those are called. Okay. There are no visible screws on the bottom. Am I crazy? Oh, there's the game bit screws way down there. Okay, I am crazy. I was like, that seems silly. I think you're the game bit. Are you long enough? And that, kids, is why I put in an extender. Come. No, don't. Bit down. There we go. I wonder where I got stuck. I think the last time I took these apart, well, I guess the last time I took the black one apart was putting in that fan mod. But before that, it would have been when I got the Spice Orange here for my birthday in, I want to say 2020. I got it and my Spice Orange GBA. So I did a whole Spice Orange birthday. And that was the rub there. Oh look, I've got the instructions right here. There apparently were a few, what do you call it? A few Spice Orange North American GameCubes, but they're very rare. And you can tell because the bottom sticker is has English on it instead of being in Japanese, like this one. But I kind of like it being in Japanese. I also think it's way cleaner looking than all this block of text. So a couple of, we can pull up Camo Studio here. I can bring this way in. Maybe I will when I move things around, or I can bring this way out. You can see even more. That feels a bit too far away. You can even see the computer here. That's how wide we are. But I'm just gonna bring it in to where we were. I think that was all of those. So time to flip. Yep. All right. Ta-da! Cool. All right. One shell there. Another shell there. I'm gonna pick you up. I should, I'm gonna go get another tray and keep these two separate just so all the screws go with the shells. I think I'll need that. That way nothing gets separated. Okay. So I believe this pops up. Feels like this board has corrosion on it. Remove front plate and back plate. Okay. Back plates. Let me just put that right there. And front plate. Huh. There we go. And then this flex cable should just pop out. There we go. All right, spice orange front casing. Okay, same steps here. Put that there, pop that off. Boom, bada bing, we've got two front and back shells down. Let me take these fans out. All right, that's something we will come back to and solve. Number one, Phillips. The nice thing, so the first thing we have to do is the shell swap. And the nice thing is we basically got to strip it down all the way anyway to get to the, like where we're going to put the disk drive. Do those just unplug power cable, remove fan unit? You come out of there. All right. Getting all the tools. If I need those again, I'll grab it. Sometimes it just takes getting the right tool and not getting frustrated with it. What is it even playing? Yoshi Egg from Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door. That's what I want to boot up. That's what YouTube says I'm booting up. There we go. Okay, I see. This is the power down below. So this is the venue. So this is the old one, and we're gonna get rid of this and replace it with this. So that'll be a problem. Not a problem. That will be a thing to do down the line. But this, the brains I need, but the rest we can put in storage with the other one. So, all right, so let's do these in tandem. So this guy next. Now, I don't think, so this isn't a 3D printed bracket. The fan has obviously been replaced with the Noctua whatever. So it's quieter, but this one apparently is better and runs even quieter. So why not beef up the best cube in the business? So we won't have to change anything on this one because it's just gonna go with the shell. So that's good. We don't have to, well, I can't imagine the fan controller boards are different. Dole Power 01, Nintendo P3, 2001. Yeah, I think we can put the Japanese board. Yeah, they're identical. Well, no, they're not identical. Numbers on them are different. And the reset's different. All right. That's just one screw holding that in. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh, that's power. Oh, we should switch that. Okay. This is gonna... Yeah. You're gonna switch. The fan will go, but the board has to stay. Huh, see? Interesting problems. Interesting problems. Remove all the screws around everywhere. Okay. I think there's like 16 or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My head doesn't help. 4 in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the side. And then so 5, 9, 12, 16. Yep. 16 screws. All together now. I imagine they are all the same length, size, and rigmarole. So we'll check it out. We'll see how that goes. We'll minimize that. Spinning around. Yeah, they're the same. I've been waiting quite a while for this project, so I'm excited about it. Ocean Red X. Now those I do know are different. The ones over the memory card slots. Cubes really are the best computer device shape. Remember the Power Cube? G4 Cube? It was good times. I think after this, I'll have everything I want. I'm not like, oh, there's that retro blue or something that you basically change out the brains of the controller board. And you can hook up Bluetooth controllers and, you know, all that jazz. I'm not really one for that. I mean, maybe someday I'll do that. It's like an extra $100 to do that particular mod right now in this market. And I'm just not, I'm rather a purist when it comes to my GameCube controllers. Like playing with a PlayStation controller just feels wrong on so many levels. That other screw still in the board here. I was like, wait, I'm missing a screw. Okay. You just have to remember that the left-hand side has the 3. Just the 3. Left-hand side is the 3. Truly worst case scenario, you just follow the instructions backward. And get you what you want, where you want to go. I can't even see the maybe you can hear the music now. Maybe it was too low. Sorry about that. I remember the day I got the GameCube. We bought it off eBay, so I didn't even get it new. And I want to say it was $80. That was the most expensive thing I ever worked for. And then my dad took me to Walmart, and he bought an extra controller, so we'd have 2 controllers, so me and my brother could play. A memory card, and Super Smash Brothers Melee. That was like the dream, you know, that was all I ever wanted at that point. And I had so much fun, and the GameCube really, truly is my favorite system of all time. And it's having a huge boom in the secondhand market right now, which is expected. COVID, I think, accelerated a little bit some of this stuff. But the GameCube's pricey these days. So this kind of helps cut the cost down on growing the collection per se. But I don't remember that. I mean, there are so many memories, like Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. We bought used at a Blockbuster, and it was not working. It was scratched, wasn't being read. So we took it back and then bought a new copy. And I still have that. That game, the demo for it at Target, I was mesmerized with turning into a paper airplane and flying around Hooktail's castle and all that stuff. All right, this should just lift the, whoop, what do we hook to? There we go. Disk drive assembly Japan, which I believe this is actually what region locks it. So important to keep these separate because this is going to make the move. So this one's still in use. We're not taking this one apart. So Japan on the table behind me. You are the one that's getting the boot. So probably further instructions pertaining to this install are going to come to this thing, which is fine. I believe, I feel like I have to remove the heatsink, is going to be my guess. So let's put that there, the GCLoader. Let's just look at the brains of this. Yeah. Those screws go down through the plate, through the motherboard. So I'm gonna remove any tape or whatever. Or not tape, but you know what it's called. Thermal paste. That's what the word I was looking for. Those are attached. I feel like water got in here at some point. There's just some corrosion looking stuff, which is not great. Speaking of water, I do have some, actually, I still have coffee. What am I doing? That's probably as cold as water. All right, there's that. Chug that, and we have actual water. The Great Sea is cursed. We're getting a lot of Zelda reorchestrated. Water. Ugh. Some Dusty McDusterson stuff. Air in a can. Do not shake. Okay, there we go. All right, we should, I suppose, test it on the orange. Like if something truly went wrong with the motherboard, we'd want it to be the Japanese one. Not that we want anything to go wrong, period, but if anything were to go wrong, this is the one you would want it to go wrong on. So, in Paper Mario, like I remember the first all-nighter I pulled was with a buddy, my buddy Tony growing up. And we would have, I had this little CRT, I don't know, 10, 11 inches. And we would bring it upstairs for sleepovers, and I hid it like in my closet, which wasn't really all that big, but we had it like on a little shelf in there, and we were small enough to fit in the closet with this and like a big pillow, and basically kind of hang out in there and play GameCube all night. And I remember, I think we just started Paper Mario from the beginning, and we got all the way to the smog fight, Smorgs, on the train, until like 7 a.m. and then we like fell asleep. Couldn't stay awake any longer. Okay. I just want to lift. This is all I truly want. I don't want to force anything. Yeah, that's thermal paste. Like, This can't be the way to take this out. Yeah, nope. I feel like this just has to pop, but I'm getting resistance. So, to the internet. Let's take the GameCubes. Let's put them off to the side. Put that off to the side. Bring the keyboard around. I think, screen stream? Perfect. Shell swap GameCube. Because you can buy, like, aftermarket shells, so... Yes. Let's see what, Grinning Wolf Games has to say. Alright, Yep, we've removed those. We've taken all that out. We've taken the fan out. Alright, this is the step that we're on. Where are those screws? Am I just blind? Were there screws that I just don't see? I don't see any other screws. Okay. Let's have your playback speed there, Wolf Buddy. Holds everything down by 6 screws. So he's just... What is he doing? Oh, he is taking the plate. Oh my gosh. He's prying it. Seems awfully aggressive. I do not have the means to, like, reapply thermal paste. Oh, please no. Those two don't just come up together. Oh, I really, really, really don't want to be taking off heat sinks. There's no screws holding it down. Like, if we could just... Yeah. If we could just do that. Okay, we're getting somewhere without having to completely botch. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Thank God. We did not we did not have to take that apart. All right, let's get back over here. Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Yeah, definitely goes this way. Okay. I want to keep it like this if I can, I guess. Keyboard, just gonna go on the floor. All right. He takes out, assume those 4 screws. Finally got what we came for, this awesome shell. Oh, and he just takes those out. Now we have the whole shell. Okay. Our friend, the Grinning Wolf Gaming, rather violent in his... Okay, so now what we're gonna do is complete the shell swap down to the base here. We're gonna switch the bottoms out, essentially. Then once we do that, we can switch over to finishing the GCLoader part of it. I don't really want to, like, I mean, I will have to take that out, but I don't, want to. Oh! When he lifted the motherboard, he took the power supply with it. It's connected there. Interesting, interesting. Hopefully that's not an issue, because I would much... Well, no, that's not actually possible, because it's screwed down. Yeah, let's keep all the parts with the parts. We're just switching out plastic, I think, is the best way to look at this. So yeah, that's screwed into the shell. I mean, I'm no electrical engineer, but those caps seem fine. Nothing's leaking. No cause of concern to my eye, so. Now just scoop this whole thing up. Boop. Boop. All right. That is one bottom shell. Apologies for the noise from the fan here. Okay, cool. One clean bottom GameCube shell. Now we gotta do it over here. Let's move the mouse. That's what I thought. Think of the like brains that came up with this board design. Like dreamed up this whole console out of thin air. That's incredible. Think of all the minds that have come afterward who have thought, like, essentially reverse engineered it to figure out how to tap into its potential. Oh, this board's kind of coming out a little bit easier. Did I jinx it? The front is lifting. Just can't get the back to lift. Okay, that's one piece. Oh, that's right. So we're into the power supply. Oh, there we go. That's definitely what was giving us trouble, though. God, it's gorgeous. It's just so... It's so good looking. There's just some dust in there. Okay. I guess the reason I'm fully swapping it, parts and all, is my lack of understanding of power and possibly having the wrong internal power supplies or, you know, power management, whatever's, and mixing that with the wrong external power supply, because that would be a nightmare. Would be... Oh, wow, they are different. Good call, Max. They're wildly different looking. Yep. Yep. Good call, good call. They should all fit because it's the same shell. Ugh, could you imagine if it wasn't the same shell? I'd be devastated. There we go. Take this guy out. And just put that there. Okay. This is also hairy. Okay. Kind of almost want to get... Yeah, that's like gross. I'm gonna go get a microfiber cloth. That's a good idea. I don't want to get like a wipe that feels, because then you're introducing moisture into a place where pieces are gonna go. I mean, I guess like the ideal thing, if I wasn't on a crunch, would be to just wash it with soapy water, hot soapy water. Clean out years of dirt and dust and grime. I mean, almost... Is the GameCube 20 yet? No, I think next year's 20. Was it 2003? I'm not sure. Oh well. Alright, time to switch. So. Those line up perfectly. So I'm going to go with Operation Shell Swap is at least a fit. And will be successful. That's exciting. Yeah. I think really the shell swap's going to be the hardest part of this. Barring any technical difficulties with the GCLoader that have been kind of circling around them and following those as best I can in like 3 different Discords. The gaming community is just not very well organized. It's like there should be a single isolated place for all of this stuff. That is there. This comes here. This goes there. This was here. Now, was this in before that? Feels like that was in before it. Dang. Always, always, always. Yeah, that's definitely gotta be switcherooed. So let's go ahead and put that one in. Let's just go ahead and put all 3 of them in. Bummer. At least we caught that now. Magnus von Grappel. Okay. You think that's... Yeah, it's not happening. Take it out all the way. All the way out. There we go. Feels so good to be so close. This also reminds me of like my perceived importance of searching out the fan board as well. Making sure that those migrate with the console. Okay. Cool beans. Let's clear the workspace and do that by there's that. It's down and flush. I think the Japanese one's prettier looking. I like seeing these exposed coils, though. That is certainly the attraction on that part. Looks nicer than those. Oh, what do you call those? I feel like I said the word earlier. What are these called? Capacitors, right? That is what they are called. But this is clearly where power comes into the console and is then regulated out, managed out. All right. Let's pop these bad boys in. That looks right, but you're gonna go over here. You're the Japanese one, you're the North American one. Not that the heat shield really matters. You four at home. Part of me will feel a lot better when the motherboard is back and is screwed in properly. An interesting thought is the motherboard won't want to screw into this heat shield plate, and I will have to switch these plates. Just because of the way the screws were worn, and that's, I suppose, silly. They're just screws. Speaking of screwing in. Okay. Same thing on each system. That way I don't get out of step, out of turn, miss something along the way. And last but not least, I guess this isn't a heat shield, this is a RF shield maybe? I don't know. It's a shield of some sort. It's definitely like deflecting or blocking signal. Okay. So this guy is our Japanese board. And we're just going to push that in all the way. Those are there. And screw this guy back in. Whoo, baby. Like I said, the hardest part I think is over. So, growing up, there was a kid who moved down at the end of the street. So I lived on one end toward the cul-de-sac. And then this kid lived on the other end of the street where, you know, it teed off and went throughout the rest of the neighborhood. I honestly don't remember this kid's name. I remember he was tall. And I remember they had this like little cutout cubby hole in the garage that went inside the house under the stairs. So it was storage. They turned But instead of having that under the stairs storage be accessible from inside the home, it was accessible in the garage, and that turned into like a kid hideaway hangout spot. So I remember this kid and that. But I also remember him saying his dad worked on GameCubes, like built them. Now as an adult, I know he was, I'll give him benefit of the doubt slightly and say more than likely lying, because who in central Indiana was building GameCubes for Nintendo? That's not where it happened. This is as far as them being built. And he was like, yeah, he can build you a custom GameCube. It can be like, you know, whatever color you want, blah, 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 blah. All lies. Now, the funny thing is that's entirely possible to do today through the retro community and modding scene, and I'm essentially doing that now. I'm building my dream GameCube. Now, at the time, as a kid, my dream GameCube was like see-through, clear, which, to be fair, clear plastics are always the best. We should bring back translucent plastics, please. But I think it was like a see-through blue, maybe like that N64 ice blue. Not that I had that particular N64. I actually don't think I knew anyone who had a funky N64 or fun, what do they call them, funtastic? Everyone I knew on the street had a regular N64. I think, let's see, there were probably about 5 or 6 N64s in the neighborhood. Oh, perfect. Our friends had their baby today. Oh. Happy birthday, Sailor. She was born this morning, too. But the cool kids had PS2s. There were 3 or 4, and one kid had a PlayStation 1. That's where I was first exposed to Crash Bandicoot. Look at that! We're swapped. Brains and boards are swapped. The foundation is built. So now this is American, this is Japanese. American, Japanese. So now, we could put this more back together. We could reassemble this completely and then just focus on the spice. Just have to switch that board. Let's do that. Let's be done with the Japanese GameCube part of this project. So this is the North American board and fan, and I want to, well, North American bracket and brains. All I need to switch out, I'm not switching out the fan. Put this back. I am not switching the fan. I am switching this chip. That is all I'm switching. Assuming it is switchable. Yeah, I'm taking this whole thing. You go here. You are the old one. You're the Japanese one. Where did I put that screw? This is what I get for not putting the screw in the tray. The screw is on the screwdriver. Japan, North America. Japan. That's a crusty fan. Japan. Japan. This is not being reused at all. This is going on this board. Right there. Now we have Japanified this Noctua fan. We need to take this put it in there. Now we have the fan. This, old news. This, good news. Disk drive. Is, I believe, the next step. There we go. You're gonna go here with that piece. Yep. I should have known, I guess it was, you were able to take it apart because that replaces that entire bracket, indicating you can take it apart. Oh, whatever. It is time. How do you think that went? Probably just like that, because it's the only way that fits. And logically makes sense. I want to say it's on the outside here. We can double check that though. They are the outer screws. I guess to really make sure it all works, I should bust out one of my Japanese games. And God, could you imagine if this disk drive was borked too? Oh, I'd melt. All right, left was 3, back was 4, right was 5. The piece of spice orange stuck to that screw, and now will forever be a part of this one. I wish I wasn't using, I mean, I could grab my keyboard and pull up my Mac. I want to say something to my friends about their baby. Ta-da! 5 more to go. Feels like some of the novelty is wearing off of, like, I have a Japanese GameCube. Oh yeah, what color is it? It's black. This one's not wanting to go in all the way. It's just, you know, never force anything, but... Ta-da! There we go. Get a sip of water after I finish screwing these in. I think the next step would have been, what was the next step? Putting the fan back. It's gotta be, just going in, yeah. All right, I said a sip of water. Yeah, stay hydrated. All right, water sipped. Fan time. So this cord's gonna come up and through. Yeah. Oh, that's what that screw is. I was like, oh, I have one screw. It's never good when you have one screw, you know. Normally there are pairs. There's that. Dude, we just got game bits left on this sucker. I'll tuck that in as best I can. Moment. There's that. Fan's got power. Yeah, that's something. Okay. So I think I can put this back, I would think. Ta-da! The back of the cube. I guess you could tuck it in there a little bit. There. That's good. All right, this. Actually, tweezers might help here. Switching the battery won't be that tough. I always have a tough time putting flex, like reinserting flex cables. Like never quite sure I'm doing it right, and I'm always afraid. I guess they're called flex cables because they can bend, but. Okay, that went in, I felt that. There we go. Oh, that's funny. The motherboard has the flaps on it, so the flaps don't match. Can we take those off? Is that such a difficult thing to do? That's funny. Well, port A is not gonna matter on this one. It's just that's gonna be ugly. I'm gonna put a memory card in there and cover it up. I think it's just the shell. Yep. Cool beans. One Japanese GameCube shell swap, baby. We can call this one, we can button this sucker up. We'll test it here. Best way to test is gonna be to hook up the GCHD in it, turn on the Tink, and one. Two. Three and four. Okay. Put our serial port covers back on. Get our GameCube Game Boy player. Screw this in. Let's eject the rumble pack. Use the rumble pack as a port cover. Really shouldn't, probably. Okay. We've Japanese GameCubed. Let's 1080p. Okay, cool. So no signal going to the capture card. It's because nothing's plugged into the capture card. So let's remedy that. There we go. There's that. We can just temp. We don't have to use the... I have a bracket to support the weight of the GCHD just because of the thing hanging off of it. But there's no need to really futz with that for a temp thing like this. So all my games are in a tote because I don't have any shelves out here, but we can, hopefully a GameCube, Japanese GameCube games are right here, perfect. Here, in sticking with the theme, we'll do Paper Mario. Put that over there. God, I'll show you when I bring the camera back overhead. The art on this is so good. Okay. We've Japanified. So let's put that there. There's that. There's Japan power. Don't need a memory card in there. I could put the GCHD in and just test it. Okay. I have no idea what that says. Channel 1. There we go. Can you translate text off an image? Ah, but my phone's up there. I don't know. It's reading it. Let's go. What are we outputting here? Let's do 1080 over. Sampling. Generic 4.3. It really, it comes through super well. Music's different. I'd want to make sure I'm not deleting something that's probably part of the problem. I'd have to futz with the memory card Pro. That just restarted the game. But we're cooking with gas. We know it's working. So we can get back to finishing the GCHD part of it. So we're just gonna shut that down. Come back to the computer. Back to the overhead. Okay. So we are back here. Oh yeah, I won't do that. Okay, we've done that. Top DVD. Okay. Remove DVD drive from metal shield by removing all the screws. There's two different screw setups, so it's a little rattly to begin with. RIP disk drive. I'll miss you dearly. Not necessarily easy with the drive protruding like that. Oh, we got a little Billy Hatcher finally showing up. Billy Hatcher, that was the top ask for Christmas that year. And then one day my brother found the Christmas presents. And I saw that I was getting Billy Hatcher. And then I never looked for Christmas presents again. God, even that's beautiful. But that feels semi-important. Like, that's what the GC plugs into, I would think. Alright, let's just put that over there. Let's bring this here. Let's orient it just like the picture. It's time to open up the GCLoader. Let's open like a bag of chips. No. Touch metal, right? Ground yourself. Though, out of all the stuff out here, I don't think I have scissors or a knife. Yeah, that just ripped that. Dang, I'd hate to Ooh. I do have a knife. The old Leatherman. Now, the real question is, does the Leatherman, has it retained an edge of any sort? Oh, there it is. I was like, oh, you gotta get the blade out somehow. I think the Leatherman has retained an edge. Might be the sharpest knife I own. My blades are desperately overdue for a sharpening. But I shouldn't need a knife anymore. Leatherman to the rescue. All right, let's touch some metal. Okay. So the GCLoader, as I understand it, needs to come in like this. Well, it feels semi-obvious where it needs to go. We've got 3 screws. Do you think I gotta peel that off? It looks like Kaftan tape. You think that tightens down with it? Oh wait, it seals the hole. There's... I don't see an included washer, but I couldn't get the screw through it. They're not pointed, so these come off. And here, let's take a look. Here we go. There's an SD card, there's, I don't know, there's an FPG on there. Daniel Crack, GCLoader. So maybe it's not Dan Kuntz. I don't know, this looks like a reset button. GCLoader M2. Okay. Screws all look the same. Don't plan on over tightening. Gotta line these up first anyway. Sometimes I catch ya. I didn't see any washers in the packaging. I didn't over tighten. There's nothing else in the case, and there's nothing in the baggie. So I'm gonna go with that's a GCLoader installed. So wow, this is the disk drive. This is the whole thing. Wild. Okay. Now this screws in. Probably with the screws from the GameCube. So this goes like this. So this is the front. So if that's the front, then that's where those line up. Okay, so best probably to put that in and have that be bunched up, and I guess flip this sucker over. That looks right. Okay. Boop. So I remember reading you kind of got to push down on those a bit because they're threading into the plastic. What have a short one? Doesn't even feel like it's properly lined up. This feels like. How many did I remove? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are back. One of them was replaced by that one. Okay. So I'm going to have one leftover screw. It doesn't seem to be a lot of give there, which is a bit of a... I mean, in all fairness, I think 3 screws would be just fine for this. I suppose that's if I can get this screw in. That one's just kind of mashing in. That's not good. I understand that this way doesn't solve the problem, but maybe it'll clear the way. You know what I'm saying? So now we'll flip it back over. That one feels pretty borked. I need a toothpick, which actually I think I have some out here. Let's go get toothpicks. Just kind of help maybe expand the hole a little bit, but not break it in there, obviously, because that would be bad. Maybe the tweezer's a better idea. It's metal. And these metal tweezers, maybe that's the better. I don't know if I need them both. It seemed to slightly help. Do I have better? Better tool for that, maybe. This might help. We'll see how this worked. If at all. Nope. How come one of these was so easy to get in, but the rest are not? It didn't come with screws. Kind of don't want to take that one screw out. Those two are the only ones, and of course they're the two that are the closest to each other. You almost kind of... Just wonder if you can get it going. Get some real pressure on the underside. All right, that's in. Sorta. It's actually bending that, so. Today's results from Pikmin. All right, let's replicate as best we can with this guy. That one just does not want to go. Didn't think that this would be the trickiest part. Maybe I can get that one seated, maybe. kind of almost wish you just had a drill. Which, I mean, I do, but I don't need my drill as a head this small. This one's going in flawlessly. Bad idea incoming. Really what it needs is, like, it needs a point on the screw. I certainly don't want to strip this screw. Bad idea. Heck yeah. Yeah. Oh boy, that's stripped. I'm not going anywhere though. It's not good that that's stripped though. Is it salvaged? No, it's totally gone. That's what I get. Could I have done that? No, it's too small. I betcha. I bet that fits. And that fits. Oh, I could have. I'm stupid. Yeah, that's toast. That's gone. Is that even for this? Doesn't seem like it's staying in. Okay. Power drill for the win. Sure God, I hope I did it right, because I lost one of them. Okay. Back on track. Dumb mistake aside. Doing pretty good. Okay. Now I can just put in SD card like that and it should work. So now we just need to do everything. Don't think I'm gonna need the tweezers again. Were the tweezers this way? Yeah, they have to be. Don't need the toothpicks. Tool can go down here. So now we put it back together as if this was correct. So we're back to our 16 screw situation. Oh, duh. Gotta seat that in. There we go. All right. Let's clean up a little bit. 3, 4, 5 times. So the reason I chose the Shine, not because I love Super Mario Sunshine, I've actually never really played more than maybe 40 minutes of it. It's for Paper Mario, actually. The Shine is that third, the bingo, and I think it's the symbol for BP if I remember correctly, like in the roulette when you pick your upgrades. But I do know for a fact. Oh no, the Shines are your partner upgrades, your buddy upgrades. Okay. The 3 side is down. Probably don't want to grab it by that. Grab by the base. Seems like it lost a little bit of the magnetism. So hopefully this SD card works and I can just return that Samsung one. You know, the benefit of being out of town while all this kind of hubbubaloo was happening around the new revision to the GCLoader here was gave the community time to figure out software solutions. So Swiss has been updated and GCLoader 2's firmware has also been updated. So hopefully, and I've already prepped the SD card with all of that stuff. So the latest version of Swiss is on here and the GCLoader firmware update, which would be the very first thing I would do post boot, DOS boot. So hopefully it all just boots right up, updates without problem. And then we can get to playing some games and testing out, you know, game ID settings on the GCMUM2 and all that stuff. So departure sets on. It's one of those you're missing. Screws again. Maybe those were. Yeah, that's got to be the fan base. It's kind of the other thing here. So I kind of already figured out the fan a little bit. I was having trouble putting it in the bracket and figuring out how to run the chip. There we go. Hold on. I know where you go. I don't recall ever spilling anything on this GameCube. It kind of makes me wonder if this was like damage from since we bought it secondhand off eBay. They're like, it works. Let's get rid of it before it breaks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think my dad has that eBay account or access to any of those old receipts or anything like that. I'd love to know exactly how much we paid for it and like where it came from and all that stuff. That'd be really neat. Probably should just get the can of air I bought instead of blowing spit and grime all over it, but whatever. Okay. That's back together. It's fan time. So we need the brains. And they included a screw. So I'm gonna use their screw. Yeah, that's what we needed. Can you even see that? Okay. It's got like teeth on it. It's got a little bit of a bite. God, 3D printing is so cool. Shout out to Laser Bear. So we're gonna have 2 extra screws, it seems like. So then you plug into you, and then you. See, look at all this cord. Like, where? I mean, I guess I can stuff it around now, but like, man, it's a lot of wire. Like, we couldn't figure out a shorter solution for this. Apparently this fan, the fan blades like glow under black light or something, but I kind of just wish they were plain black. Why do PC people gotta get weird? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are the PC people weird? Okay. One down. All right, I'll say this. This cable seems not as finicky. It's like, can you just bring it around all the way? I really don't want it over the GCLoader. I'd rather have it double back, I guess. Just yeah, so this has got to go that way. Don't want that there, really. Like, how do you tuck this in? Like, where is this supposed to go? Say separate. Could put the back shell on and kind of have an operating conditions for this. Maybe put everything back on and then try to wire it. Like, put the front on too. Oh, geez. Okay. All right, there's my operation there. I just, like, I feel like you have to go this way. To be fair, there's just a cord kind of running around. Can you see that from above? I need this down and out of the way. Feels like something's... What are we struggling with? What's in the way? Okay. It's assembled. A moment of truth is nearly upon us. Let's put these back. The fan. Why do I have 3 screws? The fan, the mount. The fan, the mount, and what? There's a screw missing. But that's why we put it all together. You know what I'm saying? Billy Hatcher coming in loud. I wonder if there's a way you can tell OBS to like never let a source go above X, and then it just regulates the volume based off the input. That's got to be a thing, right? I don't feel like that's necessarily going well. We've dropped 17 frames. It's not good. Okay. Should be golden. We've North Americanified this. This spice orange. I know I'm breaking like rules of, you know, not testing before you boot, but it looks pretty clean to me. All right. Moment of truth. All right, let's switch over to 1080p. We can kill the music. Shut that off too. Free up some CPU, baby. Went from 20% to 13%. Music was taking up 7%. Crazy. Okay. We're gonna take and take. We're gonna insert. Come back here. We're gonna plug the power. Now we can just plug the power back in. Japan. Okay, I don't even know if you can, if I'm necessarily in frame over here, but we'll rock and roll with it. Putting in the GC Mark II mount support bracket. All right. We've got official component cables. Official Wii component cables hooked up into the GCHD Mark II. We'll shift this guy over so we can shift this over. Let's turn the Tink on. Let's turn the TV on. Tink shows up, capture card shows up. It doesn't understand. Moment of truth. We've got power. Ah, that's what it was saying in Japanese. Because we were totally dead. We were DOA. So Swiss is appearing. It thinks it's 2000. What is today? Today is the 17th. And it is 9:05. I don't know the seconds, so let's just confirm. Finish. There's your date. Cool beans. This is just my Super Mario Sunshine thing. Let's boot Swiss. GCLoader. Total, free, used. Okay. I wanna, there we go. There's my firmware update. All right, so let's update the firmware. Erasing flash, writing firmware. I don't know how long this takes. I should sit down. Good. Turn it off, turn it back on to finish the update. Off. Ugh. See, now that's not cool. Okay, so I can delete this later. I wonder if I can tell it to not do that. Don't need, oh geez, no, we don't need any network settings. There's, unfortunately don't have the broadband adapter. Boot through IPL, boot without prompts. That's all video stuff I could deal with later. Prefer clean boot, what is that? I'm gonna have to look that up. Prefer clean boot. Do I have a... Let's grab my notepad. Let's write a look up clean boot. Swiss. Basically, I just want that. You gotta have the jingle, you know what I'm saying? And then current game settings, which we don't. Discard and exit. I did not change a thing. We are... Oh, what is that? Oh. I don't even hear my GameCube. Wow. Okay. Well, I know what we should play. Let's settings. Boot. So, okay, what are we patching? We're patching something? What? GameCube get patch? Loading. Okay. Now, did this switch? It did. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. Oh my gosh. Oh. You're kind of getting a feedback loop a little bit. My bad. Oh my gosh. It just works. Oh, my files. Whoa. Oh. Pink. So these are the file. Let's turn this down a little bit. Okay, so these are named this because you could, like, if you put a certain color and you'd get that color Yoshi. I never have to delete those files again. I can just make a brand new Paper Mario memory card. Oh, we got that. Interesting file. So, black was a color you get, but pink was not. This definitely isn't my badge build. Yeah, this is my spite. Well, why do I have this, but I have Spike Shield, but not the Stomp, so this isn't the ideal. This is not an ideal build. Is this the one with the cookbook filled out, though? I think black has all 57 recipes, yeah. So this was the save that I printed out a recipe book and went and found everything. This is so much fun. Not all the badges, though, and not a complete tattle log. So what happens if I hit reset? Does that just reboot the game? Okay, it does. Oh. Oh, wow. So can we... This may not work with the capture setup. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. 1920 by 1440. Oh, that's right. I have no idea what's gonna happen if I do this. That's a little, that doesn't look great. That's too dark. Something does feel a little off. What if I do it to this one? That seems better. Oh, that's wash. Those aren't right at all. I wonder if it's something on the GC video as well. That remote is in there, but I do not know if that is still synced up. Yeah. We're getting YPPVR. Look at that. Ugh. Looks so good. Did I get a... So I know when we did it, this game for Chapter Select. Dang, those be crispy. One of my goals was a complete catalog. But I did lose the Pit of 100 Trials. But I don't think I missed any bosses. Yeah, there'd be Bonetail. Yeah. So like this is still doable. Badges and recipes are not complete. Whoa. Definitely went with a badge build here. Well, I have multi-bounce ice. Yeah, this is the build right here. This is definitely the build because you lean everything into jump and you're invincible. And yeah, you do so much damage. Yeah, you have... Yeah, this is like the dream badge build. Okay. I'm so glad this worked right away, too. I was really worried about the whole SanDisk issues, but I guess it's an older card, or I don't know what. Help my dad! Oh. Starting this is pointless in a way. I always remember the rumors of getting back to the moon, like, you know, there'd be a way to get back to the moon. What a game. God. I could play this. So much, so much. Let me try and hear the fan. Dude, it's so quiet. No more moving parts on my GameCube. Wow. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the boot to come back. That's not good. No, you let me. Oh. Oh, the bummer is you can't see down there. So what did I do? All I did was move it to feel the fan. I don't have Cubivore, but I could put it on there. Ugh. So happy this was working. Do you take the GameCube apart to see lights, I guess, is what I'm gonna have to do. Nope, same problem. We'd be into Swiss by now. All right. Well, before before we take a GameCube back apart, which would just be not fun. I mean, it's fun, but not, you know. We were successful. We were running, so I don't know what I did wrong. Screen stream. There we go. Fix that for you. GCLoader. Okay, that's recent. That's a current thing. Update. I just tested a normal SD card from my camera, the same issue. Huh. Some folks are saying SD card size, some are saying it's the brand. So All right. Fat 32. Huh. What's interesting is it was working. Okay. I'm doing my best to not it's really for macOS. Okay. Whew. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Time to really ruin the sharpness of the blade. Could use the hacksaw blade. Seems kind of ridiculous. There we go. Alright. I knew this would be a possibility. I didn't want to do it though. Upgrading the size at least from, whoa, 128 to 256, so. Keyboard definitely won't be a problem now. Not that it really was before. There we go. SD card installed. And info. That was formatted as FAT32. That was a brief concern I just had was, oh, maybe it's not FAT32. Oh boy. Well, that would be really bad. You'd be able to see exactly what I was typing. Okay. 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 Where's an application? There we go. Into the utilities folder you go. Oh jeez. This one. I can be doing the same thing. But I can't choose the format of the card, so what's the point of this tool? Oh, jeez. This doesn't work. I gotta boot up the old Windows laptop. Really? Yes, cancel. Eject. I didn't think I'd have to bust out the Windows laptop, but here we are. Best way to get to Windows laptop. This though requires that even. Yeah. Power requires power because it's borked. Even though I already replaced the battery on that machine. Borked laptop be borked, you know what I'm saying? But it is the only Windows machine in the house. We're really going for it, you know what I'm saying? Full camera, there you go. Hello, whoa, coming in a little hot. There you go. It does have an SD card slot on that side, so. It's trash, trash, trash. These are parts, parts, parts. To the parts bin they go. Oh my goodness gracious. We were this close. We had it running. Had it running. I think I got this paired to this machine. I do. Alright. I'm gonna have to bring it back. So I need to format. Oh my god. Why does it say 236? It's a 256 drive. Why are 20 games missing? God, I hate Windows. It could, I don't know, could be because of that. No, I don't want any of this. Format SD card. Nope, not an option. Okay, you know what? This thing. No. There's the fan. God, I'm gonna have to switch to using this tool on this machine. Maybe it'll. From the SD card association. Accept. Reject. Oh, man. I'm gonna put these tools, well, can we? Can we put the tools away? I have faith that we can put the tools away. Let's put tiny screws in this tiny bag. Put that there. Okay. There we go. Where did it go? There it is. Oh boy. Like it'll be any faster on this machine. Maybe I'll just do a quick, see, really what I want is a UI install. Yes. Launch the program, please. Yes. I don't know. Did me canceling it just... I don't want it to be... I don't want it to be... exFAT though. I want it to be... There's one called FAT32, of course there is. The URL in the pan. I know you can't see this, but no, I don't want WinZip. So hostile. The internet is so hostile. God, it's just... How does anyone use this? Cancel. Extract here. Why is it not running? Open. Run. Not running. Great. Disk management. Does that somehow open it? No. Computer management. Disk management within computer management. Now, obviously, we don't want to. It just doesn't give me the option, which is so frustrating. Oh my gosh, am I going into the command line? Jeez. What's the letter of my SD card? G. Oh, they didn't highlight the word format. %0 complete. But it's doing something, maybe. I don't know. Man. What an absolute bummer. Let's keep looking up FAT32 tools here on. Like, I clearly did it on the SanDisk. It's not my keyboard. It's the wrong keyboard. Alright. Up and over. This isn't happening. I'd like to just see 1% tick. You know what I'm saying? Can you even type anything? Can I cancel that? Is that even a cancelable? Force, format, FAT32, Mac OS. %1 complete. Oh my god. Do you think FAT32 is just an option? Like I should have just checked disk utility? I bet it was. Let's see if there's...
I safely ejected it.
Initialize. Oh no, we do not want that one. Uh-huh. That. GC. Erase. Wow, that took all of 2 seconds. It's FAT32. And it says 256. God bless. God, so stupid. Now, let me go back to the screen. Oh, no. Okay. This feels like a stream killer. Because it's going to take... Update and shut down. I just want to shut down. No updates. I updated you last time. I booted you. Yeah, this is a stream killer. No one's going to wait around 36 minutes for all these games to port over and all that stuff. What a bummer. We were there. We were living the dream. It's been going for almost 3 hours now, and it's going to take another half hour just for this to finish. Man. This close. Ooh. All right. Well, you know, it's been a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I've, you know, mostly succeeded in what I wanted to do. I guess it's time to read up on how to create new memory cards with the Mem Card Pro, like what you push to like create a new memory card for a new game. And yeah, that's it. Ugh, ends on such a bummer of a note, but it's there, it works. And we only stripped one screw that hopefully I'll never have to take out anyway, because that piece will just come together. Hopefully this is the thing, just switching the SD card. Whatever, which is dumb, but 20 bucks, you know, what's 20 bucks? In the grand scheme of things. All right, well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. You know, I've had fun, learned a lot, and I guess, yeah, I'll be back with more GameCube stuff later in the future here. But thank you all for hanging out. I had a lot of fun. And until next time, adios.